Closed captioning for Old School Outdoors is brought to you by Bernard's Insurance Agency.
This week on Old School Outdoors, folks, we're coming to you from the Double G Ranch. We got a little twist this year, because instead of seeing me every time out there hunting, I've got guests in the camp, and we're gonna be filming them on their hunt, and maybe I'll bring out that old 4570 Lynette Bart for you one time. Got her done.
I love that aromatherapy.
That aromatherapy, man. Them women go to spa, get all that spa treatment. This is man treatment.
Absolutely.
Old School Outdoors is being brought to you by Tubbs Hardware and Cajun Gifts.
Tubbs has had roots in Bossier since 1922. We are your hometown hardware stores. Owned by local folks, Tubbs is committed to old school friendly service and long-lasting products with the longest and strongest warranties, backed with our parts and service and easy financing. Y'all come see us, and may God bless the USA.
And by these fine sponsors: Tubbs Hardware and Cajun Gifts, Orthopedic Specialists of Louisiana, DavTac, Bellevue Meat Processors, Down Home Sausage, Cabins Tractor, Louisiana Power Sports and RV, Red River Chevrolet, Bandit Boats, Origin Bank, and by Morris and DeWitt.
Hello folks, welcome to Old School Outdoors. This year we got a little twist in the thing. Normally you see Dennis and I together out here hunting at the Double G, but this year at the Double G, I've got guests coming in that are not only fans of Old School Outdoors, but friends of mine, or soon to be friends of mine.
Me and Mr. Hall, we've known each other for quite some time, and he was telling me about his Double G down here and wanted to know if I was aware that they had a management hunt, and I said, man, no. So he told me all about it. It sounded just like something that I would enjoy, and I knew my family would enjoy it, my friends, and so we put it together, came down here, and it was fantastic, man. I mean, expectations were one thing, but reality was unbelievable.
So what's unique about this year, the folks that have probably never been on TV hunting, we're gonna have the camera on them. So I want to give back to those. I mean, y'all have seen me on TV for years, and I'm gonna still be here. I'm gonna hunt some, but I want my guests to experience the full experience of the Double G. So there's always the lucky hat draw to see who gets to go with the camera guy today. So since you're the guy that's paid for the whole family to come, we'll let you draw the name of who's gonna get to go with the camera guy today. Ryan.
Sounds good.
Now you gotta make a decision with his bow, pistol,
Spear chunking.
Going pistol again.
All right, buddy.
I got drawn. Also got drawn with Vinny to go along with me as well, which AKA is the Pecos Kid, and also me known as Ranger Ryan from throughout other places.
We went out there and we were sitting and we were looking for some doe, but the doe didn't come in.
We're there about probably 10, 15 minutes. 2 cull bucks show up.
Big 4-point come in and he needed to go. Well, we need to get rid of those bucks, get them out of this herd. We're trying to get some big bucks out here and we're doing real well with that management.
They need to be taken out. So Vinny decides to take out some trash. That buck is gone. Drop, straight down, 3 feet. So then, after all the shooting and commotion kind of calmed down, I'm gonna try to use my pistol. About 15 minutes later, a doe did show up.
I'm cutting your coat. I'm cutting your shirt.
Yes, bro. No good on that one, boys.
I'm cutting your shirt tail, buddy.
Thanks.
When you come out here and try dressing like me, that's what happens.
Not only is this guy got an amazing talent, he's a good person, fantastic character, great family, and that their values align so closely with ours. To me, it seems such a natural fit.
Living in Ruston and being close to people from Origin Bank, I knew that there was people that I could trust. Even if it's just a phone call to Cade just to talk about, my round of golf that day.
To learn more about our return on relationships, visit origin.bank.
Tubbs, we're committed to old school friendly service and long lasting products. The old and the reliable, the new and the exciting. Tubbs services what we sell. We appreciate our customers who choose Exmark mowers and Big Green Egg smoking grills so that they can spend less time mowing and have more fun grilling. Our city store has Cajun gifts. Our country store in Benton has steel chainsaws. Tubbs, a fun place to shop.
Old School Outdoors brings you the new 5-in-1 deer feeder. This American-made, all-welded compartmental feeder allows hunters the ability to feed corn, protein, and any supplements, all at the same time. For more information on the Old School Outdoors 5-in-1 feeder, call 318-987-9064. If you feed them, they will come.
Folks, you got to go to Red River Chevrolet and see these all-new Trail Bosses. These suckers come with a 2-inch lift kit, standard Wrangler tires and big rims, and the backup system is unbelievable. It'll back you right up to your trailer. Then you can switch cameras and look right down on your ball and hitch where you're perfectly located. Go down to Red River Chevrolet, see Joe and Alvin and all the gang, and get you one of these.
Red River Chevrolet. Find new roads. Online at redriverchevy.com.
I never thought I'd be doing this at 67 years old. My left knee went out after playing football in 1969. My right knee got destroyed by a bulldozer. Never thought I would walk without a cane. Never thought I'd be riding a horse. Never thought I would get in a deer stand again. Never thought I could walk 30 miles up a mountain. If it wasn't for the docs over at the orthopedic specialist, I'd be sitting on a couch watching someone else do it. For them, never is not an option.
Old School Outdoors is being brought to you by Tubbs Hardware and Cajun Gifts, Orthopedic Specialists of Louisiana, DavTac, Bellevue Meat Processors, Down Home Sausage, Kevin's Tractor, Louisiana Power Sports and RV, Red River Chevrolet, Bandit Boats, Origin Bank, and by Morris & DeWitt.
It's a challenge. It doesn't sound like a challenge when you start thinking about it, and you can kill 2 does and you can kill a buck and this, that, and the other. But when you're out here, and of course, the biggest challenge is these monster bucks that come rushing in there, and you're trying to keep you cool and knowing that you're not here to take one of those. But it's challenging because you're trying to make sure, number one, the does aren't with funds. It's not just like, I'm going to shoot this doe. You got to make sure don't have a fun, or in this case, we've seen a lot of twins, and so it's can't just shoot a doe. You got to make sure you're shooting the doe. And same thing with the bucks. I mean, they come in and you got to make sure that they are a spike, and some of these spikes out here got some fairly good looking horns when you see them first coming in. So you got to make sure that they are don't have brow times and are not going to make anything. So it's not as simple as just crawling the stand and pulling trigger. You got to think about it. And of course, When you're hunting with a cameraman, it puts a little more stress on it because you got to make sure that every shot is a clear shot and everybody's on the right page. So it's definitely not a cookie cutter hunt by any stretch of imagination. It's a challenge, absolutely.
Never been in this part of Texas. I'm not gonna lie, I've been in West Texas and New Mexico, working, you know, and all that. But never been in this part of Texas, and it's a little different. It's got a great scenery though, real great scenery. You get out here, you think there's not any kind of wildlife out here, but there is. There's a bunch of wildlife out here, a bunch of good deer. As far as the deer size, you know, you're looking at 100, 125 pounds as far as body size, but as far as racks though, they got some good racks on them. Good trophy deer out here. He went 3 feet down just like he's supposed to, so I got a real good shot on him. You know, and like I said, you know, they come back in there, that's does, bucks. You know, my dad was out here, we're out here pulling deer. We're trying to make a good measure for the big deer. He took a good shot on that doe. He really did. He took a real good shot on that doe. And he dropped that doe just like that, you know. And we sat around there for a while. They really didn't come back, so we went on, you know, back to the lodge. You know, had a good eating and all that. Miss Hall, she cooked some good food for us.
Well, guys, y'all see any deer?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Well, you see anything you kind of like wanting to put on the dinner table or what?
Well, I think we did all right for the dinner table.
Well, that's good. That's what we're here for. They shall eat good. That's the main thing.
Oh, absolutely. Fantastic. Fantastic. We had deer all over us. All over. Seen some future prospects, too.
Yeah.
Nice ones.
Yeah, that's been our Did you see any cull bucks?
No. It had we thought one was, and it didn't turn out to have brow tines. But Cody killed a beautiful spike, half and half velvet.
Hey, buddy.
One horn velvet.
Hey, baby. I love that. You know, I hate a spike. That's good. Well, and they hard to come by this year.
This is the ugly one too. So
I like ugly stuff.
We had a ball.
Tell you.
You like that?
Son of a gun you ever seen. They kind of hard to come by this year. You done good.
Yeah, there's one more out here.
There's a taller one than that.
Yeah, there's a taller one than this one.
He didn't want to cooperate at all.
He kind of ran off on us, so. I'm gonna tell you what, if you wanna come out here to the Double G Ranch, Mr. Greg Hall and Miss Greg Hall, you're gonna have the greatest time of your life. There's plenty of deer out here. There's trophy bucks, you got does, you got management deer, you got everything you need out here. You wanna come out here, you need to call Mr. Greg Hall. Come on out here and have a good time. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Because you're gonna have a good time, you're gonna eat good, and I can promise you that. What else you want me to tell you?
For the first time, we're booking hunts at the Double G Ranch, which is my personal ranch. Best free-range hunting in West Texas. Folks, when you come to Double G, you're gonna be hunting in top-notch blinds, you're gonna have top-notch food, and you're gonna have some of the best hunting. So you need to come capture your next adventure at the Double G Ranch. DoubleGHallRanch.com, or give me a call, 318-987-9064. Come see me, folks. You'll have a good time.
Down Home Meats, made the old school way with only the finest and freshest ingredients and made by hand. Owned by the Chamberlain family right here in the Arklatex, Down Home Meats are perfect for the hunting camp or even fine dining. Tubbs loves Down Home Meats so much, we serve it to our customers every Saturday for breakfast and feature it in our cooking demonstrations. So choose only the best for your family. Choose Down Home Meats.
I never thought I'd be doing this at 67 years old. Hey folks, Greg Hall with Old School Outdoors here. Let me tell you what, if it wasn't for the good docs at orthopedic specialists, instead of being on the air, I'd be sitting in my favorite chair watching somebody else on the air. So if you're old like me and on the Medicare, or you're young and your joints are just wore out, hey, do yourself a favor. They'll get you out of your chair in an active life before you know it. For the docs of orthopedic specialists, never is not an option.
Don Tubbs keeps his store so clean you could eat off the floors. His lawnmowers, weed eaters, chainsaws, and leaf blowers are the best money can buy, and his people know how to fix them. If it's unique Cajun foods you want, Tubbs City location has them. Anything, Louisiana, Mardi Gras, souvenirs, he's got them. Oh, and when it comes to the backyard.
Buy our lawnmowers and you'll spend less time mowing. Buy our grills, you'll have more fun grilling.
Tubbs, a fun place to shop.
Old School Outdoors is being brought to you by Tubbs Hardware and Cajun Gifts, Orthopedic Specialists of Louisiana, DavTac, Bellevue Meat Processors, Down Home Sausage, Cabins Tractor, Louisiana Power Sports and RV, Red River Chevrolet, Bandit Boats, Origin Bank, and by Morris and DeWitt.
So the last day of the hunt, Flint, who drew the last straw, I said, you know, I'm gonna hunt with you, because he had seen a deer, so I didn't know, Mr. Hall, whether to shoot that or not.
When you're on a management hunt, you don't want to do anything wrong. I don't want to do anything wrong anywhere, but especially on a hunt when you're trying to help the guy manage his range.
And this was a gnarly, kind of a spike on one side with stuff coming out. It had like 8 scoreable points, but it was just needed the trash needed to be taken out. That back on the left hand, I think that.
You think that's him?
I think that. Yeah, he's all jacked up on the left side. He just needs to be taken out like the trash, man.
Yeah, he's crazy looking.
He's got another deer right behind him. When he gets clear of that, put it on him. Oh, yeah, baby. Look at that.
That dirt bag.
Oh, he did. Hey,
Golly.
He ain't going very far.
Turned a flip.
I don't think I ever seen one run into the feeder. And then he fell over in a dadgum pile of rice bran.
They like
He
blood
gonna get
in the
blood.
rice bran.
I guess they will go find out.
You know, a lot of them don't like dry cereal around here. That's the milk in the syrup, right?
Yeah, there you go. Well, that add a little flavor to it. That's a good one to take out of the genetic herds, because I'm telling you, every buck out here will breed. Because every doe, you know, think all the big bucks do the breeding. Well, when you got more doe than you do bucks, them doe ain't gonna wait around for about the 12 point to come breed them. A spike or that piece of trash.
Whenever they're ready, they're gonna get breed.
Yeah, exactly. So if you think that a spike or that thing is not breeding,
Mr.
you
Greg,
gonna haul the trash out.
you know, I here at the Double G, you maintaining a 1-to-1, 1-to-2 ratio.
We try to stay 1 to 2. Normally you try to do a 1-to-1, but we're in a kind of the western edge of an anthrax area. So for that reason, we've never had it here, but they want to keep a healthy population. So the biologists want it. We're at 1 to 1.8. Well, it's time to hit the magic button. See if we can't go on and get us another little management doe out of here. Oh, another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. What do you think about that?
I love that aromatherapy.
That aromatherapy, man. Them women go to the spa, get all that spa treatment. This is man treatment.
Absolutely.
Smell of that gunpowder.
That's aromatherapy. So we sitting there just reminiscing, talking about stories, telling about things of life. Next thing we know, here comes 2 bucks in a doe. Management buck, spike buck. Mr. Hall don't want spikes on his ranch out here at the Double G.
I've got to take this deer out because I don't like spikes. Y'all ever watch me, you know I don't like a spike. So we had to switch places, got my old 45-70 out. Got her done.
It wasn't just a few minutes later, here come a doe back. I was allowed to kill 2 does and a buck, so here comes my second doe coming back in. I was able to make a great shot on that deer. So I filled my tags today, helped Mr. Hall with his management plan out here. He was fortunate enough to have a great hunt, killing a spike buck, getting him out of the herd here. But couldn't be more gracious host. As we're sitting in that blind, we're talking about things I've got going on in my life, things he has going on in his life, and you fellowship. You know, it wasn't like he's an outfitter and I was just a guest that he had only met 3 days ago. It's like I was sitting there with a friend that I've hunted with many, many times over. I do a lot of fishing. My job allows me to have time on the water. And one of the things that God laid on my heart several years ago is giving back. The Bible makes very plain, much is given, much is expected, and he's blessed me beyond measure. I'm pretty passionate about fishing, and I've had a dream to be able to utilize my boat, my time, and to take kids fishing. Done that for many, many years, and St. Jude's come aboard. And I've been able, this past year was one of the greatest blessings. I took a young fella and his cousin fishing on Pickwick Lake. And going forward, there's going to be a time, hopefully next year, with COVID releases. I've been very limited on who I can put in the boat, what will be allowed because of the pandemic that's going on. But in the planning stages now, there's a girl that's a survivor from St. Jude, this gentleman from St. Jude, and others that we're going to be able to help coming forward for next year, along with the other kids that we'll be having in my bass boat throughout the summers. So stay tuned for further updates with that.
For the first time, we're booking hunts at the Double G Ranch, which is my personal ranch. Best free-range hunting in West Texas. Folks, when you come to Double G, you're gonna be hunting in top-notch blinds, you're gonna have top-notch food, and you're gonna have some of the best hunting. So you need to come capture your next adventure at the Double G Ranch. DoubleGHallRanch.com, or give me a call, 318-987-9064. Come see me, folks, you'll have a good time.
Bandit boats are the best aluminum P-row on the market, and they are locally made. If you need a one-man or two-man P-row, Bandit has you covered. The aluminum hull is lightweight and completely welded. No rivets, no crimps. This P-row is tough and nearly unsinkable. We offer additional accessories to make your Bandit boat more versatile and comfortable. Contact us or go on our website for a complete list of dealers. Get your Bandit boat today.
Old School Outdoors brings you the new 5-in-1 deer feeder. This American-made, all-welded compartmental feeder allows hunters the ability to feed corn, protein, and any supplements, all at the same time. For more information on the Old School Outdoors 5-in-1 feeder, call 318-987-9064. If you feed them, they will come.
Folks, you're talking about these all-new Chevrolet Silverados. Look at this tailgate now. I'm gonna tell you, you're talking about nice, you got your hands full, you can just throw your stuff in there. Guess what? That might not be old school, but it's new school, and sometimes I like the new school stuff. And look, comes up also. Go to the good folks at Red River Chevrolet. Check one of these out. You'll be glad you did.
Red River Chevrolet. Find new roads. Online at redriverchevy.com.
For me, it's about lift capacity.
It's about the hydraulics.
It's a weight thing.
It's about how well it's made.
Steel, baby. More features.
Standard features.
It's about doing more.
It's about the land and making it better.
Having something to pass down.
It's about having pride in my work.
It's about owning the best.
Old School Outdoors is being brought to you by Tubbs Hardware and Cajun Gifts, Orthopedic Specialists of Louisiana, DavTac, Bellevue Meat Processors, Down Home Sausage, Cabins Tractor, Louisiana Power Sports and RV, Red River Chevrolet, Bandit Boats, Origin Bank, and by Morris & DeWitt.
On the third day, we still had some doe tags to fill for Mr. Ryan, so we decided to go to number 7 blind, where we've been seeing a lot of doe action. Not much buck, a lot of does.
It wasn't probably about 15 minutes. 2 more bucks showed up. Still can't shoot a buck. Already used my tag.
First, it was some more bucks, and it got me a little disheartened. I was like, oh man, not again.
About that time, here came 2 does to the side. Said, we're gonna make it happen right here.
Ryan gets drawn, and the doe turns right toward him. Typical hunting archery. So he's sitting there holding it and holding it and holding it and holding it. And finally the doe turns broadside at about 25 yards.
We pull the bow back and we let the Matthews go. And we have a dead deer on the ground with Matthews again. All right, boys, we just shot a doe out of number 8 stand here at the Double G. Found the arrow, Luminox doing this job. We have good blood. We'll see if we can't find her. Look at the blood, Vinny. Yeah, there's some blood.
Blood. I see some white.
There she is.
There's the belly.
Went a little farther than we thought.
Yeah, but she's down.
She's down.
So you couldn't cut it with the pistol, so you had to bust out the bow.
Matthew's bow here got the job done.
Well, meat in the freezer, man. Hey, congratulations on your hunt.
Thank you, Vinny.
Yes, sir. Well, let's get her out of here and get her back and get her skinned and get her in the freezer.
Sounds good.
All right.
Home on business, busy. There's no time off. You know, you don't really have a day off, and but you get down here and you forget about all that. And family is what this whole place is about. I mean, this is family. I don't think you could bring a child down here, girl, boy, and just not have a ball. I really don't. And feel comfortable bringing them down here, because it's a beautiful ranch, but it's these people have a big heart that matches the ranch, and it's just, you just instantly feel welcome, wanted, and I recommend it to anyone. I mean, you know, we're planning next year already, so that's just the way it works.
Yeah, I'll shut up.
Well, no, you can talk. I'm gonna let y'all look at them.
No, I know the speech.
What'd you call that?
That is the Double G Signature Series ribeye steak right
Amen,
there, buddy.
Brother.
I love it.
Ain't gonna go away from here hungry. I'm gonna tell you that.
If you leave here hungry, it's your own fault. All right, I'm telling you that straight up. Great place, great people. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Most gracious Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you so much. Just thank you so much for today. Just thank you for loving us. Thank you for the beautiful sunset. Lord, just thank you for family. Thank you for friends. Lord, just we can't thank you enough for the ones that went on before us to make life possible. Lord, just thank you so much for what you did for me on that cross. Thank you for each and every one that's here tonight. Bless each and every one and their respective families, and bless this food and nourish our body in the hands of our In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Come to Tubbs to spend less time mowing and have more fun grilling.